Yeah, pretty simple task to be honest, once you know what you're doing. A few simple tips and guidelines to follow, but we'll cover that all in this video. So stay tuned if you want to know how to grout your bathroom. Yep, so first off, there's a few items you're going to need to grout your bathroom. There's always better stuff you can get, better tools and better items to help you along the way, but I'm just going to show you the simple stuff because this is again for the DIYers out there that don't want to go spend a lot of money on tools and just want to spruce up your bathroom and spruce up your house. So these are the items that you're going to need for today's video. Okay, so today's items are, you're going to need is a sponge, a grouting float, the grout that you have decided to use for your tiling, and 2 buckets. Okay, so first thing we need to do is mix up some grout. Add a little bit of water, that's probably a little bit too much. And we don't need no awesome stirring thing, don't need a drill or a mixer, we can just do this by hand. Okay, so the texture of the grout is kind of up to you. Don't want it too runny, don't want it too thick so it dries quickly. Okay, so our grout is ready now to put onto the walls. Because I'm doing it over the bath today, I'm going to lay a towel in the bath just to protect the bath, so just in case I've got sand on the bottom of my shoe. Don't worry about dropping bits of grout on the bath and that, it will wipe off nice and easy. So let's get started. If you get a smaller amount, you just work it into the joint, as so, and then scrape across. And scrape across. A little bit on there, so you look, dropped a bit already. So work it into the joints, goes thick like that, and then you just scrape it off. Work it into the joints. This bit doesn't have to be perfect because we'll be going back over it with a sponge once it's a little bit drier. But if you can get it looking fairly neat, and obviously get it right into the joints, like that. It's always good to work away in towards a corner, push out any air pockets or any water that's in the joints, like that. You know, there is no harm in going back that way. Still ends up coming up the same, but if you do have a bit of moisture, like, you know, sometimes I've grouted after I've washed the wall down and there's a little bit of water still in the grout lines. So going away from the grout, you know, going away from where you've already grouted, it pushes the water out and any air pockets or anything like that. You know, make sure you get right at the top. Right into the corners. And then again, we're working our way down. Okay, so as we were talking about earlier, we have one spacer here and one spacer still showing there. So when you have all the tools, you come a bit lazy and you leave things like this in sometimes. So I'm going to show you the way that you'll probably have to do it is with a Stanley knife, and you'll just have to pick it out. And to be honest, We should have done that before we grouted, but we miss things sometimes. Obviously that one will probably come out with a standing knife. When you become lazy, you have a multi-tool, and that's another way of getting it out. So you grind it, it comes out. Again, it's good practice to get that out well before you start grouting. Go along, make sure the area is all ready for grouting. Occasionally things do pop up, or you know, sometimes you have the spaces that are in between, the cross spaces. Sometimes they're not deep in enough, and you grout, and you think they're deep enough, and then you grout and they're just showing. So again, you either get them out with a standing knife, or if you are super keen as a DIYer and you have a multi-tool, or know someone that has a multi-tool, you can use that. But again, with the multi-tool you have to be really careful because it can damage the tiles. But again, with the standing knife you could damage the tiles as well. So just be very careful. Now we're going to start working on this wall, making it smooth and clean and get rid of the grout. So a key factor is you don't want it to go too hard and dry, because you won't get it off again. Many people have made that mistake, but what you don't want is it still to be really, really wet. So it's quite obvious when it's not ready. We can get away with doing it now. So what we want to do is we want to clean any tops. We just want to circle over the joints like this. And as you can see, all this bit that's hard in at the moment, we're just circling around. Circling around, clearing up any grout that's on the top of the ceiling. After a couple of little swirlies, we'll go back to our bucket, make the sponge fresh again, and just go over again. And what we're doing is we're getting all the excess grout off the tiles, and this is helping work the grout into the lines, into the grout lines, making it nice and smooth. You know, like I said before, there is tools out there which you can just like go up and down, but trusty old cheap sponge, boom. So what you want to do, get a clean sponge again, step back, observe. If you're happy with that, we'll go with smoothing the grout lines. So one slight move all the way down like that, all the way down like that, all the way down like that. Then we're going to go across like that, cross like that, cross like that, and across like that. Again, clean sponge. And what you want to do is you just now want to double check all the grout lines. So just what we've done there, just gently now, just go over them again. Nice and gently. There we go. One grouted tiled wall. Simple, eh? That will dry, and it might dry with a little bit more of a like mist of grout on there, but nothing that you can't just polish off. So once that's all dry, again we'll just clean it. Simple as. It's good to let it dry now. So as you can see, we need to just circle, circle, circle.
Circle. Clean sponge. Circle.
Because what you're looking for there, look, so get it all bubbly. There you go, it's all bubbly. So what you want to do, this is what you're looking for over the whole thing. So it's nice and smooth like that. Keep going back over it. Sometimes that's what we're looking for. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so the final wash down, bit of fairy liquid, some nice warm water. Yeah, give it like 2 hours after you've done your like wipe down and stuff, and then you've walked away and you come back, and then you can see everything's like, there's a little bit of residue on there. So like I said, we'll now give it a soapy wipe down. Wipe down. As you can see, not much grey's come off left on the sponge, which means the tiles are pretty much clean. Then get some blue roll or some tissue and dry the tiles off. You just go a little bit harder in the grout lines, it gets rid of any little bobbles. There we go. I wouldn't recommend grouting in one go more than that area. That's quite a big area to grout for it not to go off. So you get it all on the walls, get those 3 walls done, 3 little walls, almost like about the size of a shower area. You know, don't try and go and grout too much of an area, because like I said, if it goes hard and solid, you're in a lot of trouble. It's quite funny. My girlfriend, obviously I wasn't with her at the time, she decided to grout her own tiles at one point, and the tiler then come out to fix them, told her to never ever touch grouting or tiles ever again. Because she'd done what a lot of people make the mistakes on. They put the grout on, they think they can come back and wipe it off later, and it doesn't work like that. It goes absolutely solid. You got to remember, this is the grout is the stuff that's stopping all the water leaking through into the walls and stuff like that. So it's going to go solid and it's going to be waterproof. Yes, try not to go for a bigger area than I demonstrated today. You could get yourself stuck and in a bit of trouble, and it can end up costing you more money. And the whole point of these videos, and why we're doing all the work ourselves, is to save money, of course, and to just spruce up your place. Yeah, so if you wanted to pay thousands of pounds, you would have got in a fully qualified bathroom fitter, stroke tiler, and they would have done it all themselves. So you're watching this video because you wanted to do it yourself and save some money. So like I said, you know, don't do too much of a big area, because you don't want to get yourself stuck. You want to leave it manageable. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I also hope it's very helpful for you. Like I said earlier, if you do use this video and you end up grouting your own bathroom, put the picture below. Let's have a look. Show everyone your handiwork. I hope this was helpful, like I said, and I'll see you again soon.